Shake the day off. Stop. Put your hands up. Try to touch your toes. All right. Everybody standing tall. Eyes on me. Standing tall. I need eyes. Eyes. Great job. Standing still. Repeat after me. I love to read.
I love to read.
I love to read.
I love to read.
I will succeed.
I will succeed.
I will succeed.
I will succeed.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. I love to read.
I love to read.
I will succeed.
I will succeed.
All right, great job. Have a seat. Hopefully we got all of our wiggles out, all of our giggles out. Mic check.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Great job. Hopefully we got all of our jitters out. Everybody has said what they wanted to say. We're going to be successful in today's reading lesson. So now we're going to go into our focus, which is character traits. In order for us to be successful today, there are some things that really need to happen, okay? The first thing that I want to make sure we all know is that we have to pay attention. If I have your eyes, look me in my eyes. We all have to listen. If I have your ears, lend me your ear. I don't have Barkham's. Great job. So today, I really want to make sure that you're looking, and I really want to make sure that you're listening. And if at any point in today's lesson you don't understand something, I want you to raise your hand and ask a question. Yes. I want you to ask a question. And what's probably going to happen, the question that you have, somebody else probably has too. Okay? But I don't want anyone to get lost. We're going to take our time and we're going to work through learning about character traits. Everyone say character traits.
Character traits.
I don't think that was everyone, and I don't think everybody said it how I said it. Let's try it one more time. Character traits.
Character traits.
Okay, and we're going to learn about character traits today through our story of the week, which is the talking egg. Okay, and so we know that the title of the story is a talking egg, but the genre is fiction. Everybody say fiction.
Fiction.
Fiction is when a story is not true. Let me see you do it. Fiction is when a story is
Not true.
I don't think that was everybody. Mirror with hands.
Mirror with hands.
Fiction is a story that is not true.
Fiction is a story that is not true.
Excellent job. So in our library, if you see a bin and it says fiction, then more than likely it's going to be a creative story. It could be a mystery. It could be science fiction where they go into the future. It could be Harry Potter where they go to a magical land. Okay? So whenever you see fiction, we know that it is not what? Not true. Excellent job. So this one, Casper, is actually a folklore. Okay? And this folklore was passed down to our retailer, Mr. Robert Sansassi. So his grandmother told him, her grandmother told her, and now they're sharing it with us through our book. Okay? So what genre is the talking egg? Fiction. And what does fiction mean? What type of fiction is this? Folklore. Okay? Good job. And we're going to continue to talk about genre and identify the different types of fiction texts that there are. Now, we have a question. And I want this question to be answered at some point in our learning journey. Okay? And so the essential question or the focus that we're going to have on our minds today is how does identifying a character's thoughts, feelings, words, and actions influence my understanding of the story. So let me break it down a little bit, okay? So when we find character traits, we're focusing on three things: thoughts, words, and actions. What are we focusing on?
Thoughts, words, and actions.
One more time.
Thoughts, words, and actions.
Okay, and we're going to choose a character, and we don't just want to know the surface of that character, like their name, but we really want to go inside of them. What are they known for? What did we see throughout the story that kept happening over and over? What type of thoughts did that character have? Okay, and by doing so, our goal is to understand the story better. Okay, and hopefully we can connect to our characters. Okay, so what are we going to be trying to pull for character traits? Thoughts,
words, and
actions. So what they're thinking, how they are talking and feeling, and then what are they doing? Excellent job. So the character that we're going to be focusing on today is Blanche. Okay, Blanche was our main character in the Talking Eggs. So now it's your turn to talk, and I should have all eyes. I should see Quintrell's beautiful eyes. I should see Raymond's beautiful eyes. Yes, thank you. So now I need to hear you all talk, and I want you to raise your hand and tell me some things that we learned about Blanche. When we read the story and we followed her journey, what are some things that we could say about Blanche? Mia? She was nice. Okay. What else could we say about Blanche?
She had to do all the work in the house.
She was a hard worker. So now let's do this. I really want to make a connection as to how we got these words. What happened in the text, or what did we read in the text that told us or made us think that Blanche was a nice person? What part in the story helped us to really learn that about her? Leah?
She's respectful because...
Nice. We're focusing on nice.
She's nice because when Rose and Hermione kept on bullying her or something, she didn't talk back at me.
Okay, she never talked back. What about when she went to the well and she shared her water? Yeah, with the old lady? Okay, now what in the text really helped us to learn that Blanche was grateful? Caesar, what do you remember in the story that helped us to think that she was a very grateful young lady?
I think I know.
Who can help them? Who can help them? Cameron?
She had been grateful because she wanted to treat people nice.
Okay. And but what event happened in the story, or just a page in the story that really stuck out, a part of the story that really stuck out and said, hey, this is a very grateful young lady? Quintrell.
When she went to the old lady and he said no. He said don't pick up the one that
Okay, I like where you're going. So when she went to the old lady's house, she was so grateful to be there that she did what the lady told her to do, didn't she?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And if I wanted to be even more specific, I could say at the cabin, she cooked dinner for Auntie. We'll call her Auntie because remember that's what we learned she called her. So the 3 parts that we're focusing on for character traits, we have to look at how the character was thinking, how the character was feeling, and what the character was doing. So, what the character was thinking, point to your head. What the character was feeling, point to your heart. And what the character was doing, move your arms. Okay, we got a little action going on. Those are the 3 things that we're going to analyze to find our character traits. And we're going to focus on those really, really deeply. So the first thing I had to do for this activity, I had to choose a moment. Choose a moment in a story that really stuck out to me. I'm going to read what I have up here, and then I want someone to raise your hand and tell me what moment did Miss Mike choose to focus on. So at this moment in the book or in the story, Blanche believes she has nowhere to go. She was feeling scared and alone during this moment in the story. And she runs into the woods. So at what point in the story, what moment did I choose to focus on for Blanche? Lester? When she got kicked off the farm? Yes. She had just came back from the well. She brought the water and the water wasn't right. And so her mom and sister, they beat her up and forced her off the farm. So that's the moment that really caught my attention. And I found these 3 things about Blanche. Okay? Now let's dig a little bit deeper. I wanted to be able to prove that what I wrote was right. Because can I write anything about a character? No. Everybody say no.
No.
You cannot just write anything. Whatever you write, it has to be supported by the story. So when I said that Blanche believes she has nowhere to go, I went back to the story and I found this dialogue. Mama and Sister Rose lit into me for something that wasn't my fault, said Blanche, rubbing tears off her cheek. Now I'm afraid to go home. Does that support my answer?
Yeah.
Yes. So I have my statement, what I believe she was thinking, and then I have my evidence to support that what I wrote was right. So then when I say that Blanche felt scared and alone, I again had to look back at the text, page 53, and I had to find evidence to support that Blanche was really feeling scared. Mind you, even this part right here, rubbing tears off her cheek, wouldn't it let us know that she's sad? So couldn't I have put that she feels sad? Okay, but I have another evidence. So it says she began to cry since she didn't have anywhere to go, and she was scared to go home. So even the word that I chose to use for feelings is inside of my evidence. So does this support my statement?
Yes.
Okay, now actions. Remember, this is what she's doing. Okay, it says Blanche, I said that Blanche runs into the woods. That's the action. She did something. Okay, but I have to prove that she actually did it in the story. So I looked at that same page and I said, then the two of them scolded and hit Blanche until the frightened girl ran into the woods. So does that support that she did what I said she did? Yes. I hope you enjoyed the view inside of my classroom today. I just thought it would be interesting and different versus me just sitting in this chair and talking to you if I actually put footage from my class. So I'm going to try to do that each week since I do 2 videos now. I'm going to try to do highlights from my day or just show you a little glimpse of what I do in my classroom with my students. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will talk to you guys soon. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at TickLife. So have a great day. It's been a long day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.